Hello friends, welcome to your only channel Times of Coding. In our series Scala Express, today we will learn about Scala Extractors and regular expression. This session will help you to understand Scala Extractors or unapply method usages to be specific and will give insight about regular expression usage. In previous session we have understood rules of implicit, implicit class and implicit parameters. In this session, we will learn about extractor or unapply method, variable argument extractors, and regular expression. An extractor in Scala is an object that has a method called unapply as one of its members. The purpose of that unapply method is to match a value and take it apart. Often the extractor object also defines a dual method apply for building values, but this is not required. We will see in this example. So here I am defining one object called email. In that I am keeping two methods called apply and unapply. Now apply we already know we generally use to construct an object. So I am keeping user as string type and domain as string type. And here I am doing concatenation as delimited by @. Then I am defining unapply function which is having a string of a string type, and this will get us option of tuple string comma string. Okay, and then in the function body I'm keeping variable as parts. This part will basically split the input which we are expecting here by @, and then we are having if condition in that unapply function called if parts.length is equal to 2, then it will get us sum of parts 0 comma parts 1, else it will return none. And to call these functions as extractor, we will do like, we need to write like email scala.express comma toc.com. So when we write like this, we will get from apply function scala.express @toc.com. Then we have got unapply function. So what I'm doing is I'm applying unapply function with res0. So if you see, unapply expect us one string, so that string we are keeping it as res0. So since we have not defined this object into some variable, as per Scala worksheet, it is by default got stored in res0. Okay, so after unapply execution, we will get sum of scala.express and toc.com. So if you see, it has delimited our string value by @, and that's why we are getting these two parts as we have defined here. Now I can call this unapply function explicitly also. So here I'm keeping this string and then I'm defining .get. So since it is a type of options here, if you write get, you will get the exact type. So after execution we are getting tuple of scala.express comma toc.com, not in form of sum of tuples. These was two operations by which we can retrieve value out of email object. Now this is also one of the way where we will write variable email of string and then we will assign the result. So result is res0, so we will assign the same. So this will also get us variable string, the string which we have kept here, and this string will represent the type of tuple which is string comma string, and as a value it will have scala.express comma toc.com. Since the value definition can use a parenthesis to introduce a new variable, an extractor can be used to initialize the variable, where the unapply method supplies the value. Moving on, variable argument, we may match on a string representing a package name, so that every part of the package is kept in a different subpattern. So that subpattern we will understand now. So here I'm defining one object called package. In that package again we are having two functions, but this time we are having apply and unapply sequence. Now this unapply sequence will return option type of sequence type of string, and this apply function will have parameter as parts of variable string. So in this function, whatever we will get as parts, we will do the reverse, and then we will make a string to it. and here we are getting this whole as a string, and we will make sum of this string value dot split by dot, and then we will do the reverse. When you write such function with pattern case, make sure your matching are in ascending order. Otherwise, your below match cases will not execute and it will show compile time exception also. So let's see what is the ascending order we should utilize when we are having such pattern matching. So here I'm keeping package.toc, Scala, and then I'm having match. So if this package matches with this case statement, it will write scala.toc. So if you see, we are reversing the order here. And then we are having package com.scala.express. And if this package matches with this case, we will have express.scala.com. So here also we are changing the order as reverse. Then we are having package of unknown type, which is having unknown and then multiple string values here. So here we are having just 2 values, here we are having just 3 values, and for more than 3 string values, this case function will get matched. Then we are writing println anonymous. And when we execute this, we will get scala.toc as we were having toc.scala. One particularly useful application area of extractor are regular expression. Like Java, Scala also provides regular expression supports, and they have got their library also. But extractor make it much nicer to interact with them, and that we will experience in this example. Now here I am defining one variable called decimal. In that I am defining one regular expression. So this regular expression is basically to pick out the digits values. And in Scala, we can have this new regex in 3 up also. So in that, this double slash we can reduce by single slash, and we can write in little concise way. If you see, our regular expression got shortened here. Now, in fact, we can do more shorten because this new regex and this braces is totally optional. And the same thing we can do by mentioning .r. So .r is again will make this whole string value as a regular expression. So in that case, this regular expression gonna be same. It is just the braces and new regex will get replaced by .r. Alright. So now we can search decimal with same above regular expression, like I'm defining here one input statement where we will define some numbers also. So here I'm keeping -1.0. And as per this given regular expression, we should get all these numbers which we have defined in this input string value. So here I'm keeping for loop. For loop will iterate over all the elements from input and it will find the decimal. Decimal is our regular expression. Find all is a function, and in find all we are keeping input as our argument. Okay, so this will iterate over one after another through all the elements, and then it will print simply the elements which meet with this condition. So first we have got -1.0, then we have got 99, and then we have got 3. Since these are all digits, that's why we have got. Every regular expression in Scala defines an extractor. The extractor is used to identify substring that are matched by the groups of the regular expression. For instance, you could decompose a decimal number also. So here I'm defining val decimal, and in this decimal I'm keeping sign, comma integer part, comma decimal part, and this is the number I'm keeping as a string. Now when I execute this statement, we have got this output. Before explaining you the output, first I would like to explain you the decimal regular expression which we have defined earlier. So here the first thing we are checking for sign, if you see, and then we are checking for integer part by digit plus, and then we are having dot digit, so we are checking the decimal part in it. And this is how we have defined our regular expression. And what we have done here is we have represented inside this decimal the 3 variables. So these all will get assigned with that particular regular expression now. So for sign we have got minus, for integer part we have got 4, for decimal part we have got 0.321, and if you combine all these 3, you will get this number. It is also possible to mix extractor with regular expression. We will see now. So now we are having the same statement which we have kept earlier, and then we are having decimal s, i, d. S for sign, I for integer, D for decimal, and then we have got similar condition, and here we have got change in our debug message. So we are keeping sign, and then we are writing S, then for integer we are keeping I, and then for decimal we are keeping D. So now our output will be sign, 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 minus, null, null, because -1 is having minus sign, 99 is having plus sign, so it will be null, 3 also is having plus sign, so it will be null. Then we are having integer, so integer is 1 here, 99 here, and 3 here. Then we have got decimal, so decimal is 0 here, null here, and null here. So in theory we have covered today's content. Let's do some practical now. Okay, so we have started IntelliJ, and here I have defined one package called extractor. Inside that extractor we have got regular expression example as Scala worksheet. So first we are having scala.util.matching regex. In order to define this regex type, we need to import this class, which is coming from Scala utility package. Okay, then I'm keeping decimal and decimal type here. Now this is the same representation by different syntax. So here we are keeping our regular expression, which you may experience in Java if you coming from that background. The same thing you can write in Scala by 3 inverted commas also. Here I'm keeping sign, then for integer, then for decimal. And the same thing, if you wanted to write the same regular expression more concise way, you can do likewise. So here this expression is same. It is just dot R I'm adding here. So let's execute it. You see, all these 3 has got defined successfully. Now what next I'm doing is, I'm defining one variable called input, and here I'm defining one statement called tho-1. You can keep 99 and 3 as well. Now we are getting this red color text because decimal has been defined earlier 3 times. So I'll comment the above 2 and then we will run it again. Okay, so here we have got input defined as a string tho-1.0, you can keep 99 and 3. And here when we were iterating over, we have got outcome called, we have got outcome as -1, 99 and 3. So that means our decimal regular expression is working fine. Now we are still getting this input as red color text because we have defined twice, here and here. So that is okay. When you do practicals, you will get to know these all basics of Scala worksheet if you are using IntelliJ IDE. Alright. Then I'm keeping same decimal as number of arguments here. So this -4.321 will get assigned into these 3 variables, which I'm keeping here from decimal regular expression. So here also I'll define same input. Since it is already there, let me comment this. And then we will write for loop, which will have iteration over this condition, where input will have your statement and will work as an argument for find all in function. And this find all in function we will apply on decimal. So this decimal is a kind of regular expression here, which we have already seen. Here, which we have already seen in as multiple arguments. Okay, and here we are iterating this statement elements value to decimal type of S, I and D. So here we are taking this value in 3 parts, and then we are iterating over from one after another elements to this 3 part, and then in our debug message we will explicitly define what is sign, what is integer and what is decimal in the elements which exist in this input string. Okay, so after execution we have received this outcome. So first we need to understand the decimal here. So decimal is having sign as minus, integer as 4 and decimal part as 0.321 as we have expected from here. Now the next thing is the iteration. So iteration will have sign minus, integer and decimal, because this sentence is having 3 digits. That's why it has got 3 lines of outcome, and in that it has given details about these 3 numbers only. So you see minus and rest all null because they were not having minus sign here. Then we have got 1, 99, 3, and for decimal only minus 1.0 was having decimal, so it has got, and rest all was null. So this was the regular expression. Now before discussing regular expression, we have seen our extractor also. So to explain the extractor, I am defining one object here. Actually few types of object if you see here, but let's discuss from this object as email. So here we have talked about apply and unapply. So apply will have very simple definition, user @domain. This user and domain will be input which will come from apply function. Now we have got an apply function here which will take a string type and it will return option of tuple of string comma string type. So first, whatever string it will take as argument, it will split by underscore, and then if the length is 2, it will create option type of part 0 comma part 1, otherwise it will return none. So here we have got 4 options. This will trigger apply and these 3 will trigger unapply. So unapply we can directly call on this statement outcome. We can call on a string value, and since it is an option type, we can write get in order to get the exact type of outcome. Now if you define email of a string, this string will hold your result which will be this type, tuple of scala.express.toc.com, which we have seen earlier also when we were discussing this example. Now I will execute and I will show you the outcome also now. So after this we have discussed about the object package. This package is again having 2 functions only, apply and unapply sequence. And here we have talked about the pattern matching. So whatever apply will construct, it will expect multiple string values and it will do reverse of those string values whichever we will pass here, and it will make delimited by dot. The unapply sequence as extractor will take a string and it will apply sum. This string it will split by dot into reverse order. When we simply say the reverse order, that means if we are passing 1 to 3, we will get 3 to 1 as a string. Okay. The type it will return back to us is option sequence of a string. So here we are defining one package called TOC.scala, and then we are applying match expression, and in that match expression we are keeping 3 conditions. If 2 string we are getting in this package, then this will be outcome of this match statement. If 3 string value we are keeping as comp.scala.express, then this case will get matched and this will be our outcome. And if it is having more than 3 string values as unknown and blah blah, then it will get executed with this match statement. Then this statement will get executed as per this match condition, and it will simply print anonymous as we have written here. So let's run this worksheet. Okay, so first it has defined object email as we expected. Then we have got scala.express@toc.com as we expected here because it has used apply. Then from unapply we have got sum of Scala Express, toc.com as we expected. Now since we have applied get, so we have received exact tuple of scala.express, toc.com instead of sum here. Now if you remove this, so you see you have got 2 sum of this statement and this statement, both will get you options type of your tuple. Okay, let me write it back. And then we have got email of string. So here we have done compiler assigned this result 0. This result 0 is this variable here, values to email type of string. So since email was having a string as unapply, this string will get assigned by the value which this result variable is holding already. So since this result variable was holding a string type of scala.express @toc.com, email string will come in effect and it will unapply on this string parameter. So this string variable only will get this tuple of outcome. Okay, then next we have defined this package, and in that package we have done the pattern matching. So this pattern matching we have done on package called toc.scala. That's why this first statement got matched and we are getting this outcome. If you change this as, let's say, com scala.express, your result will also get changed into express.scala.com. Okay, and if you write some unknown arguments here, let's say blah and blah, this will get matched to anonymous. Okay, if you remove this also, so in that case also you will get anonymous. For definitive match, I was keeping unknown as first. Anyway, it's up to you how you would like to utilize this concept of Scala while doing the programming. With this example, we have completed today's content. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.